Hello and welcome to another episode of Laptop Retrospective. This is Think Design Stories. In this series, we will be going behind the scenes on one of the most iconic laptop brands ever conceived and is still going strong. Luis Hernandez retired from Lenovo in January of 2024, and he was the leader of Lenovo's Commercial Product Solutions development team. He had an overall responsibility for the development of PC and cloud-ready devices, which included ThinkPad and education PCs, workstation PCs such as ThinkStation and the ThinkPad P series, smart office solutions such as ThinkSmart, OEM devices, and strategic innovation like the X1 Fold, the first foldable PC in the industry. He oversaw over 900 engineers across the development labs in China, Japan, and the United States. Prior to this, he was the vice president of the product group, PC, and Smart Solutions Development, responsible for developing Lenovo consumer, SMB, and commercial PCs. Luis joined Lenovo during the merge of IBM PC and Lenovo Group in 2005. During 2005 to 2016, Luis held several technical and business executive positions. In 2005, he was one of the first Lenovo leaders to integrate engineering organizations in the global supply chain. In 2010, he established ThinkPad Edge business unit, focused on small businesses while on the international assignment in Beijing. He also took Lenovo laptop SMB market share from number 4 to number 1 in a span of 2 years. Later in 2013, he became leader of the ThinkPad development team, and in 2014, he became vice president and general manager of the ThinkPad business. He had overall responsibility for the iconic ThinkPad product line for 2 years, and most notably in 2015, he led the expansion of the X1 family and celebrated the shipment of the 100th million ThinkPad. In addition to the day-to-day responsibilities of business, Luis was instrumental in driving innovation and bringing change into the organization. His career started in 1987 with IBM PC Group in Boca Raton, Florida. He worked with IBM for 18 years with numerous management and engineering positions. From 1987 to 1997, he held several engineering positions in VLSI and PC system development during the initial boom of the PC industry. From 1997 to 2005, Luis held several management positions in PC system development, PC mechanical, DSP modem, software tools, and quality for IBM PC products. Luis graduated from the University of Notre Dame with a BS in electrical engineering and received an MBA from the Fuqua School of Business at Duke University. He was awarded 5 U.S. patents, has written several technical reports and disclosures related to PC technology, and was appointed Senior Technical Staff Member in 2004. Luis is married and lives in Cary, North Carolina since 1995 with his wife Kristen and 3 daughters. He is a retired lieutenant colonel from the United States Army Reserve and a veteran of the Iraq and Afghanistan campaigns. He is a board member of several charitable organizations, which include St. Michael's Honduras Sister Parish Mission, the Cramden Institute, the Cristo Rey Triangle High School, and the Emily K. Center in Durham, North Carolina. Please welcome Luis Hernandez. If you had an opportunity to stare into your crystal ball and look into the future, what do you think might be some of the next big steps forward when it comes to how we interact with technology?
Good question. There's no question AI, it's going to be, it is a big inflection point right now in technology. As you go through the different history, there's certain technologies that make major changes to a product that makes it more relevant or and allows it to be more volume. I remember initially when we had the ThinkPad, when we were able to do wireless communication, that changed what mobility was all about. Now people that maybe were questioning to getting a notebook, they say, okay, yes, I can use a notebook because I have it in the desktop, I can move it around. So wireless communication, as simple as that one technology was, not simple, because it's not simple, but one feature in the product, working very close to our partner with Intel and others, making that wireless feature integrated into our notebooks was a big inflection point. AI, I think, is a big inflection point. Even though that we've been doing AI in many of our products, like the computer vision that we put in X1 Cardinal a couple of years ago, is using AI to be able to detect I'm looking this way, I'm looking that way. Can I dim the screen so I can save power, right? When I leave, dim the screen so people cannot just look at my notebook. I mean, those things are using some AI and training to be able to make it, viable. But now the AI that is happening with obviously Microsoft generative AI, it's a huge opportunity for the PC. Now the PC is becoming even more personal for different experiences. Not only the experiences of Photoshop that might use an AI to change a picture, or you draw something and you're able to create, a picture out of that drawing, but more importantly, how it can assist me be more efficient. So that whole generative AI on how can I be more efficient with my documents, with the way I write things, I think it's going to be a game changer. And our PC is at the center of it. I'm talking about for the industry. The PC is at the center of it. Throughout the years, I remember many times when the phone came out, digital phone, right, iPhone, and then the tablet. Many people say the death of the PC is coming. I understood why people would say that, but I said there's no way. We're going to continue to evolve, and the flexibility of what the PC can do is something that people are going to need. And clearly, after the pandemic, that was shown, right? Now that everybody needs to have a PC, not just one for the family. So I think generative AI is going to make it even more relevant that the PC is needed to be able to use this new technology. Now, how we use it is going to be key. How to make sure that we have privacy, that we don't have, AI that doesn't provide the right data, because there's a lot of data out there, and AI can make it look like it's real fact, but as we know, it is not. So I think the data analytics and identifying how you take that data and making sure that it's not deceptive, making sure that it's not incorrect, so then people are making decisions, wrong decisions because of the data that is not correct. It's going to be a big challenge for AI. So the training is going to be critical. The privacy is going to be critical, right? To make sure that it doesn't steal IP from other people. All those things are not solved yet, and they need to be solved before it really becomes big. But some of the AI, that technology that is happening right now, that the PC can use, it's going to be something that's going to excite people and say people, okay, I need to have a new PC because of it. So the hardware that we're putting now together with our partners, having NPU engines to be able to do inference of AI, it's critical. So you're going to see a lot more of that. I think training models are going to be critical, and the question how you train the models, the workstations that I was talking about, I was very proud of that, because those workstations will have the capability of being great for engineers and trainers to train models in a small way before it goes out to the cloud and being trained in a big way, right? So that kind of usage is going to also be critical. So Lenovo is in great shape to be able to provide end-to-end solutions on all those phases of AI, inferencing, training, models in the cloud. And that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to see how Lenovo continues to win in the market with that. But AI clearly is an inflection point in technology today that is going to affect software, obviously, hardware, and then experiences that people are going to use. I mean, when is the last time you see a technology like that changing major corporations developing OS and what you put in the CPU and in the systems? When is the last time that something like that happened? It's been a while. It's been a while. So AI is clearly, specifically generative AI, is clearly, an inflection point in our industry, and it's very exciting. And I can't wait to see what comes out of it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. That got the opportunity to go to Tech World in October in Austin and see what Lenovo was working on even at that point, and seeing the press releases that they've been doing in January for CES. Like even just those few months, seeing a vision go to reality in such a short amount of time it's impressive and it's exciting for sure.
Yeah. I think the whole industry, not just technology industry, but healthcare, everybody in different industries are going to be able to use AI in a big way. So I'm also interested to see how the governments and the businesses are going to be responsible of using that information. And what kind of regulations they might put in place, to prevent bad actors, right? To take advantage of that. So it's going to be an interesting ride, that's for sure. And I think an opportunity. I think clearly a lot of people are concerned about jobs and stuff like that, but I think there's a lot of opportunity of new jobs being created that people are going to be able to use, and then be able to make a good living because of those jobs. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and great point on like jobs and opportunities. I remember it was about a year ago reading a statistic that in about 1899, 83% of people that were employed in the United States were employed in the agriculture industry. And it's like, is that the life that 83% of people wanted back then? I'm gonna guess probably not. Like there's probably more desires and goals and dreams than, working in agriculture. And now that number is about 2 or 3% through technology efficiencies and just, the roll of time. And I can definitely understand and empathize with people having that reaction, but it's like, these things don't stay stagnant anywhere for anyone.
Yeah, and that's a perfect example. People saw other opportunities because of advancements of the Industrial Revolution and so forth, and then people adapted to it. And I think something like that will happen with AI. But I think responsibility, the impact of digital, how fast and how broad quickly it can go because of the connections that we have made in the internet and the networks. Any minor change can impact so many people. That's why I think figuring out how you're going to regulate this, I hate to say the word regulation, because, you don't want, you want to be free, but there's no question that there's bad actors out there, and how you minimize that, it's going to be important. And to me, the data, how you feed that model and how you train it with the right data, it's going to be key. And to me, that's the biggest challenge I see in the industry, how you feed the right data so you don't have responses that are going to be making bad decisions for corporations, governments, or people.